Hello and welcome to What Do You Think, Chris? Well, today we've got a property in the CBD, which is an area we don't normally touch. And normally we think there's not too much demand there, but this is potentially an example where you could get well over the odds. So this property is at 101 of 4 Bridge Street in Sydney, so right in the heart of the city. A nicely presented studio in the heart of the city, just a few minutes walk to the Rocks, Circular Quay, ferries and transport. Now you've got a security building, which could be advantage to a lot of people there. Ducted air conditioning, always good in the summer, and strong rental demands for both short and long-term tenancies. And you're probably less likely to have Airbnb problems with people in the city compared to out in the outskirts where they don't want all that commerce kind of things happening. Now this is only 31 metres, so a studio, and it's got no parking. Now on the downside, the strata is $1,150 a quarter, which obviously is going to be paying for the pool, the spa, the rooftop terrace, and the lift, so it's good stuff, but it comes at a price. Now the upstairs area is where the bed is, and if you're over 5'2" tall, it's going to be pretty hard to stand up without hitting your head on the ceiling, so that's a pretty major bit of a downside. Now the auction guide price on this was $595,000 and sold for a whopping $718,000. So either it sold really, really well, or it was underquoted by the agents. So the only way to really find out is to look into the previous sales, as that's effectively 20% over. So look, it's probably not going to be one for me. I much prefer a one bed with parking outside the city that's probably 60 square metres. And this effectively is a price per square metre is $23,000. So let's take a quick look here. So it's in a property called the Clifton, which is pretty well known. So reasonable kitchen there, reasonable bathroom, nothing too flash, but it's nice and clean, which is all you want. Gorgeous outside there, so first impressions, as we always call it, that's going to be very, very good. And you can see the lobby here. But to me, while it looks good, it also looks expensive as well. Great spot on top of the city there, right on the rooftop. So many rooftops around Sydney aren't very used very well. So I'm not sure if anyone uses it, but look, it looks pretty cool. And if you're at Airbnb, then it's good to have a bit of a dip in the city. Obviously very, very close to the Opera House and the Rocks and things like that. So certainly very good location there. But look, 31 square metres, I think a lot of banks are going to struggle to lend on that as well. So nothing that I'd necessarily go for myself, but look, you never know. If Airbnb is your thing, then maybe it could be good.